my name is Nir and today I'm doing my first Rogue One set review. This is the Imperial Krennic Command Shuttle, Krennic's Imperial Shuttle, sorry. Wow, look at the size of this thing. I don't think you can even see me here, so I'll just move it back to here. Okay, let's open it up. Okay, so this thing comes with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags. Kind of weird that they have this white printing here, but here they don't. Kind of weird. And this very large manual. Let's get this thing open as well. Okay, this is it. This is the huge instructions book. This thing has, let's see, 153 pages. Wow, that's long. So, let's get to the building.
Seems crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along.
Okay, so it is finally finished. The huge Imperial Krennic Shuttle. This thing is way bigger than I thought it would be. It's just huge, but we'll get to that in the review of this ship. First, let's get into the minifigures. Okay, so first up we have K2SO, our new droid of Rogue One. He looks kind of nice, I like him, but things I don't like about him are the pieces that they used for him. I mean, the head and the torso is amazing. I love that it's a brand new torso just for this minifigure. But I don't like it that they used the regular battle droid arms and legs. I don't know, I just don't really like it. But the torso itself is amazing. I mean, they even have the Imperial logo on the shoulders, which is really nice. But I mean, the battle droid arms. Why did you go with battle droids arms and legs? I mean, overall it's okay. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, in my stop motion, I could just switch this hand to this hand if I want something like this. But I don't know, the legs. Why didn't they update the legs? Why are the legs one solid piece? I just don't like it that the legs are just one solid piece. I mean, why can't they walk in your stop motions of K2SO, you just have to make him walk sort of slowly to sort of not make him go faster than the other rebels who actually do have movable legs. So, I don't know, I don't really like that they didn't update that part, but that's just my opinion. Yours may be totally different. But first, let's go to the head. The head is amazing. I love how they molded the new piece just for this minifigure. It looks awesome. The eyes, the sort of tubes or whatever those things are, the molds, everything about this head is great. Just so amazing. Even they put a bit of printing to make it look dirty, which is a really nice addition. I don't know if they put this in the back too. Nope. it's nice. You can sort of stick something here. I mean, I don't know, a thermal detonator or something. If you do, if like, I don't know, one of the Death Troopers tries to kill K2SO and then somebody saves him. I don't know, that seems like a nice idea. Or you can just stick some black piece here. But the thing that really bit bothers me is how they put the head and the torso. I mean, if you like this, if you view it in the front like this, sorry about that. If you view it in the front like this, it's fine. But if you turn it to the side, the body is sort of down. And that's a bit bothers me, but if you bring it up, then he looks down, which is, I guess, fine, because he's a bit taller than most of the minifigures. Here, I'll show you. Like, he's a bit taller, so he looks down on them. It's a nice addition. I think that's what they were going for. If that's what they're going for, they did a great job. But I think they should have just made him look straight up, so it would look better. But again, that's just my opinion. But the torso is great. Again, I like that it's a new piece for this minifigure. I think I've said that like 3 times now. Well, I do like that. There's printing and mold, so it's great. This minifigure is only made out of 4 pieces: the legs, the 2 arms, and the torso and the head. So it's an easy built minifigure. So that was K2SO. And our second minifigure, which is actually a human, is Bodhi Rook. That's how you say his name. It says the name in the box. Bodhi Rook. Sounds like a nice name. I'm pretty sure he's a former Imperial. It's not because I read it or saw it in a video or anything, but if you look very closely at his torso, it sort of looks like a darker version of this, only it's covered up with a jacket. Here, I'll show you the 2 pictures here and here. It looks really nice. I think that sort of confirms he's a former Imperial. If they said that somewhere, I didn't notice, so sorry about that. And the torso is, except for the Imperial clothes, is very detailed. The jacket, especially with all of the pockets, whatever those are for, and this pen in the middle, it looks great. And the zipper, sort of half open, to show the detail inside. I think it's great, sort of brown with gray, really goes for this minifigure. And of course he has regular arms with those sort of darker, sort of, I don't know how to call this color, but the color that this minifigure's skin has. And the gray hands, nothing that special. And same with the other hand. And it does come with a regular black blaster pistol. I think they should have put him with a regular blaster, just like the Death Troopers. I'll talk about those later. But it's nice that they gave him a blaster. But a thing that I pretty much don't like about this minifigure is that they didn't make any leg printing. Why? Why didn't they? I mean, they could have sort of made a continuing of the jacket. That could have looked nice, right? Right? I mean, why couldn't they? I don't understand. But let's move on to this really nice Lego backpack. I really like those Lego backpacks. Let's take all of that off for a second and get to the actual backpack. It's made out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you count this thing pieces. Of course, this thing that connects the bag with the minifigure. Little pistol, 2 little round pieces, and a holder for the pistol, and a thing, and 1 2x1 thing. And overall, the backpack looks really great. Now to the back printing of this minifigure. If the bag is already taken off, it's I don't know, looks great. Again, those pockets and ropes, and a bit more of the gray and brown, looks really nice. I think I really like it that Rogue One minifigures have huge detail, something that other minifigures in the past didn't really have. And he does come with an alternative face, which is this sort of I don't know, removed from all emotion face with goggles. And this black beard looks really nice. And the face that I didn't really touch on, right here, really nice happy face. Although I do like this face better. And it doesn't really hide the back face here. I don't know why. They could have, when you hold it like this, the ponytail sort of maybe covers it. By the way, it's the same ponytail used for Kanan Jarrus' minifigure. Actually, he does look a lot like him. I mean, the skin tone, the hairpiece, and the beard. Okay, the beard not so much, but he does look a bit like him. Sorry about that. Okay, so this was Bodhi Rook. And our last Rebel minifigure of the day is Pow. Pow is definitely my favorite Rebel minifigure in this set. Not because of the printing or anything, it's because of this alternative face. It just looks so amazing, so funny, so detailed, and so great. I just love this face so much. This is by far best favorite face than the other sort of, I don't know, angry looking face. I don't know what kind of face. Maybe it's an angry looking, maybe it's a serious face. Either way, I like this one much better because it's more funny. Yes, it's funnier. And you also see a detail of the tongue, teeth, closed eyes, bit of wrinkles here and there. Looks great. So amazing. And the printing, he does come with printing on the legs, which is a really nice touch, one that a certain minifigure whose name I won't say didn't get. But it's nice that he did. He sort of looks like, I don't know, belt piece or something in the legs. I don't know what this thing is, but it looks great whatever it is. And it looks like he has this sort of jacket and shirt underneath. Looks great. And a few things here do reflect in the light, which is great. The belt buckle, this thing here, what is that? And the other two belt buckles. And this backpack, we do get another backpack made out of Lego, so let's get this face and hat real fast and get this. So it's made out of 4 pieces if you count the brown part, so it's less pieces than the other backpack. It has a lever, a thing that holds the lever, and this piece here that holds a sticker, and this that holds the whole thing together and attaches it to the minifigure. Sorry about that noise. Just my parrot. Take her off real quick. Come here. Okay, sorry about that. But oh, I got some clay into it. Never mind. So the backpack looked great. I've never ever been a fan of Lego stickers. I just hate them so much. Why can't you just print it instead of making us put a sticker that will be unstable anyway? Why, Lego? Why? You guys are pure evil. Okay, so yeah, that was the backpack. But the sort of hat or hair, whatever this thing is, we'll just put it back and start review it. I really have no idea what this hat is. What is this thing? I said I just don't know if it's even a hat or his hair. If his species does have hair. Again, that was my parrot, sorry. And I don't know, it looks great whatever this orange hat / hair really is. So that was Pow, except I forgot to mention that he has a long blaster rifle. Sorry. So that was Pow. And our second to last first Imperial minifigure is the infamous, the awesome, the Black Death Trooper. It is my favorite minifigure in this set. He is just so cool. He looks so accurate to the movie, especially the helmet. You know what? Let's get started with the helmet. The helmet is, I have no words about it. It looks so amazing. So, just as I said, accurate to the movie. Just look at the comparison. It's great. I mean, I think Lego really nailed it with this minifigure. I only see one wrong thing with it, and that's barely a thing, which I'll mention later. But the helmet, it has mold and printing, which is amazing to see. And I don't know, it has no printing or mold in the back, but it's completely fine in my view. And those green things, those green lights, which are supposed to be lights, I mean, if I'll just show you the instruction book real fast, you'll see that it's sort of lights. But never mind, it looks great. The eyes, nailed it. The whatever this thing is, scope or something, I don't know. Either way, it looks great. This is, I think, one of the most detailed minifigures I've ever seen. Okay, let's take a look at the back printing first. I'll just take off this pauldron. Here we go. Looks so amazing. Thermal detonator here. The OII symbol, which for practically every Stormtrooper. And more detail, just awesome looking minifigure. Again, for the front, looks great. I thought this thing was supposed to go with the pauldron. It's not printing, but with the pauldron, never mind that, it's still amazing. And before we get to the rest of the torso, I just want to mention the one thing I really hate about this minifigure. Clone head! Why, Lego? Stop with the freaking clone heads! Stop! Stop with clone heads! Why are you doing clone heads? Why? Stop it, Lego! Okay, sorry, I complained too much. But why did they put clone heads? It's really getting old, Lego. I mean, for these first order Stormtroopers, why? I mean, I understand they're in the Clone Wars. It's completely fine because they were clones. Stormtroopers, maybe I don't understand because there were not that many clones left during the time of the Galactic Civil War. And the First Order, there were 0 clones left. I mean, there was one clone, but that's not for this episode. That's not for this review. But why that? I mean, maybe the Death Troopers will be revealed to be clones. In that case, it will be completely fine. But come on, Lego should really stop using clone heads. You should just use this face, which I think are much better. But there's nothing I can do about it. You know what? I'll stop complaining and just put on this awesome helmet back. So let's keep reviewing it. Torso looks great. What are those 3 bottle things? I don't know. I mean, I'll give you maybe a better look. Let's take all this thing off. And he does come with this sort of black pauldron. We've seen, I think we've seen this before in a Sand Trooper. But it's nice to get it here because he's a black-gray minifigure with a bit of green. And the torso looks amazing. Just so amazing. And now to the legs. I'm sorry, I can't really review this torso without except for saying the word it's amazing or awesome. Okay, now to the legs. They are also incredibly detailed. I mean, especially for legs. This totally, I think, makes up for him not having printing on the legs. It looks so amazing. There is a belt buckle here, so I'm guessing this is supposed to be some sort of belt. And it does reflect, which is great. And nothing about the belt continues to the back, which Lego actually never does, so I don't know why I even mention it. And the weapon, he comes with a regular blaster, which, gotta say, I think they could have done better. I mean, they should have given them blaster rifles, long blaster rifles, because I think that suits them better. I mean, in the movie we see them with long blaster rifles, so it would be only fitting that they would give them blaster rifles. You know what? Let me show you how it looks with a blaster rifle. I just put on this thing real quick. here we go. Looks, I think, much better. Not just more accurate, but much better to the minifigure, but it's okay. I have tons of blaster rifles, so I can just switch them in the stop motion, just give them this instead of this. I mean, it's nice that they give him this blaster. I just think they should have given them this long blaster. I don't think I mentioned it, but just in case I didn't, maybe because I have a horrible memory, you do thankfully get two of these to guard Director Krennic, which we'll be getting into now. So this was the Death Trooper. And our last minifigure of the day, we have our new awesome main villain of Rogue One, Director Krennic himself. I think LEGO did an amazing job with this minifigure, except for two minor things I just want to point out real quick. No leg printing. First, why did they not give him leg printing? I mean, it's fine, as you see in his pants, his costume, in the pants, in the movie. They don't have any real things to the legs, so I guess it's okay. But maybe they should have given him something like Han Solo has. If I could just find my Han Solo real quick. Here we go. If they would have given him these legs, I mean, not a brown belt, but with a gray belt, I think that would have made it much better. But I guess it's okay, because the torso, I think, makes up for it. But before we get to the torso, let's get to the head. I love this head so much. It really just looks like Ben Mendelsohn, who is the actor of Director Krennic. I'll just show a picture of him to you. He looks really accurate, I think. In the beginning, when I saw this minifigure first time, I thought, why doesn't he have gray hair? But now that I actually see the minifigure in person, I think it looks great in this sort of... don't remember what the color, I think I just had a brain fart. Never mind. Tan color, yeah, tan color. Looks great. I mean, the wrinkles... He's a bit old man. Looks amazing. The sort of serious but displeased face looks amazing. And the thing that I really, really don't like about this minifigure is that no back printing. I mean, no alternative face. Why LEGO? You could have just covered it up with the hair like you always do. Why did you do this, LEGO? I just don't understand. You could have given him a better, happier face, or an angrier face. Or maybe like you did with Tarkin, give him a serious, displeased face like this one, and give him an angry face, like, well, the kind that does not exist in this minifigure. I mean, I don't know. Is he always serious in the movie? Always have this face? Because if so, I think that will be okay. But I'm pretty sure he gets angry. He'll get angry at some point in the movie, maybe when he talks to Darth Vader. So I don't know. The face that we get is great, as much as the hairpiece. Now let's move on to the torso. Torso is what you'd expect from an Imperial. Looks great. At the beginning I thought the torso was not, how you say it, detailed enough. But now I see that it's great, because they didn't need to put that much detail. If they would put more detail, I think that sort of would have ruined the minifigure. So I'm happy that they didn't. And he has his Director rank, which I think is also an Admiral rank. So what? If you have white clothes, you're a Director? I'm not sure how this works. Maybe we will find out in Rogue One. And those two pins here, I forgot what they're called, but he has two of them. And the belt, with the belt buckle that is glowing in the light, which is a really nice touch. And the cape. The cape is another thing which I don't really like. I mean, it's not about the minifigures. The new capes, period, just don't like them. They sort of, I know, if you play with them, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. But for animators and stop motioners like me, I think it's a really horrible cape. I mean, just you can accidentally move frame by frame. So I'm pretty sure I'll be in my stop motions. I'll be putting on the regular hard cape, which you see here. you won't see much of a difference, but it will help me in my stop motions, so the cape won't move. Maybe I'll put it on when I'm gonna say when he's out in the wind, so it will sort of make it a nice accidental effect. Maybe, who knows? And I think this is a great minifigure. I mean, the hands, of course, what you'd expect. Regular white sleeves with black gloves. And the weapon, I mean, it's okay, but I didn't see him with, I don't think he's, from what I saw in his pistol, I don't think he really has a long blaster rifle, a blaster. They should have given him like the blaster they gave to Ray, the silver blaster that they gave to Ray, or maybe, what would have really made this minifigure better, a chrome or metallic version of this. It would have been awesome to see, but you went cheap and gave him this thing, so yeah, I guess it's okay. But the minifigure overall, I think it's a solid, great minifigure. So, since we finished all the minifigures, let's get to the actual shuttle. And now, guys, the Krennic shuttle. This thing is massive. This is a minifigure compared to the shuttle. It is huge. Here we go. I'll just. You can clearly see that it's huge. Now I will show you the wings. They can fall down, but I made this sort of stand, and yes, I did use every single Lego piece I could find to show you how truly big the wings are. So if you'll just let me put this thing on for a sec. Here we go. I really hope that my 4-hour work will not come crashing down on me. So I'll just show it to you quickly. And yes, it is massive. Absolutely huge. Wow. I'll just give you a quick 360. This thing. Huge. Here are the engines, a nice touch. Yep, it's big. So now I will, if you excuse me, take this huge thing off. Here we go. So first, let's get into the cockpit. This is, I think, an exclusive cockpit to this set. It's just very easily, regularly opened. And there are a few control panels, as you can see. Just, here we go, sorry. This is a sticker. And why did you make it a sticker, Lego? You could have just printed it, but never mind. But this is thankfully printed. It's a new sort of control panel, I think, and I think it's also going to be used in other Rogue One sets, if I'm not mistaken. And you can of course fit a person, say, I don't know, Krennic maybe, because it's his shuttle, in here. Really good. I think that's why they gave him the soft cape, so the cape could fit there. You close it down and he can take off. Let's just get you out of there, Krennic. And the thing that I really, really loved about this is that there is an inside. Now, if you have not seen other reviews of the shuttle, which you, I think, probably have, but if you did not, this thing can open like this. if you lift this up, this, and even the sides here, you can see that it can open, and it's very, very impressive that Lego did this. Although there are a few parts that I think should not be seen. I don't know, it seems kind of vulnerable to, I think there's enough, I do not think there's enough cover up to this whole thing. Like the hole here, and the red here. I don't really like this sandy color, but it's okay. Here we go, there are a few stairs here that you can make in the stop motion. Krennic just can step up and go to the cockpit. Really nice. And you can fit the Death Troopers or Imperial or other Imperials if you want. Like this. There are a few. If I'll just zoom in. I hope you can see it better. Right there is another control panel. It's not the same, but it's, I think, also a new one, but it is unfortunately a sticker. If I could just fit the Death Trooper right there. Here we go. And there's also a place for his blaster right there. I think that's also why they gave him the regular blaster. Or it can also work with the blaster rifle, the long blaster rifle. I do not know. Here we go. And the same thing on the other side. And I can also just put this guy right here. And the same sort of control panel, again, sticker. And I think it's, except for maybe the few pieces that I think shouldn't be seen, like also this blue thing, it's really great. There's also some Death Star-ish touch to it, like lights here and here. It's the same on the other side. Here and here. I think it looks great. And you can also open it in the back. And there's 4 places for weapons. I think, yeah, you can just put, like, if you have a, like, Pow's blaster rifle, Krennic's blaster, and a few others. Just very easily close it up. Close this up. And prepare to fly. There is really nice detailing on the back. Just go down. Here we go. I loved it how they made the engines here. Looks really good. And there's a sticker here which shows detail, and this thing shows detail too. There's lots of detail in the back here. And I just loved it that it opens from basically every side. But there is something that I think shouldn't be seen. That red thing, why couldn't they make it black to fit in with the rest? I don't know, but it looks great. There is this giant fin here. This really big fin. You can pick it up, but I wouldn't if I were you, because I don't think this thing is strong enough to hold this whole freaking shuttle. So, I don't know. You just pick it up like this from the wings. Much safer. And of course, there are spring-loaded shooters. Oh, before, just one thing I forgot to mention. This thing can go down, like, if you just push it backwards. So pull it, sorry. And it stands much better. And the spring-loaded shooter. It's not very good hidden. Same with the other one. And I really don't think it's really hidden that well, so of course in my stop motions I'm gonna take this thing off if you'll ever see it. See? And there is something that also was included in the Kylo Ren shuttle, but I think it's now a bit better. Just take this thing up, and you can see there is this thing where you can just have the characters go down, which I think the Kylo Ren shuttle did do, but you couldn't fit a minifigure in there. No, and you sort of can't really make a slide there because the whole seat of Krennic stops it, or is this just meant for the Death Troopers to go down? Slide down, like, go wee! I don't know. But in stop motions it can come handy, not in play. So, I don't know, this thing is a bit awkward. I don't think LEGO ever really got this ramp thing well, but it looks nice for just display and show. I mean, this command shuttle, why do I keep saying command shuttle? I don't know. Well, yeah, because of Kylo Ren's shuttle. Okay, which is kind of weird because in the movie, spoilers for The Force Awakens, which I think are spoilers, I don't think we should really put spoiler warning on The Force Awakens anymore because it's been out for almost a year. But that command shuttle didn't really seem to command anything in the film, which is really, really weird. So yeah, I hope this shuttle is sort of it sort of looks like a redemption of Kylo Ren's shuttle. Like, for starters, the wings do go down and up, unlike the shuttle, and it's the right color, unlike the shuttle. And there is also details on the top here and here, like this sort of gray stick with this in the end. And one thing I don't really like about this shuttle is that the sort of round pieces are shown on the inside instead of the outside. I mean, it does work when the wings are down, but mostly in the stop motions, or they're not. I mean, this thing I think is built for play, so it's okay. But I personally would like it better if that thing was here. And I guess then you can fold the wings up, because this thing is actually the thing that's holding those wings. So, I don't know. The triangle here sort of takes out detail. I mean, it's nice, but I think it should be black. And there are two cannons here that cannot fire, just for show. Really nice. There is a bit of exposed color, really, really tiny, so it really doesn't bother me. Here and here. The wings are almost identical to each other. Either I missed a few pieces, or they are not sure. For instance, for an example, there is this. There's this red thing here, but in here there isn't. Maybe I just missed a piece in the build. I think that's what happened. I think that I did. But I think overall, I think I'll give this shuttle a 9 out of 10. I take off 1 point because, well, there's a bit of exposed color. But it's a really minor thing, so that's why I'm taking off only 1 point. You know what? 9.5 out of 10. It's really, really great. So I'll be merciful and take off only half a point, which is better because in my Kylo Ren shuttle review, I gave it 8 out of 10. Still good, but not as good as this. So this was the actual shuttle. And now for the instructions book. This is the first time I actually review an instructions book, so I'm really excited. Of course, it shows you how to build the shuttle because it wouldn't be an instructions book without it. And in the end pages, this is sort of this Force Builder app, whatever that thing is. And then to the other side, there is an awesome picture with the Rogue One Lego. Of course, with our Krennic shuttle, few of the main characters. Let me just zoom in. Such as Baze Malbus, or Cassian Andor, Chirrut, and a few others like the Jyn Erso, Bodhi Rook, others like that. The U-Wing, the TIE Striker, actually 2 TIE Strikers actually, and no AT-ST Rocker, weird, and quick K2SO, really nice. Then it shows you how many pieces there are. I really don't want to go into detail of that right now, so let's just get into the next page, which is actually the end with this robot thing. And here it shows you the minifigures of all the Rogue One sets, of course, and it shows you in which sets you get them. These 5 in this set, and others in a few sets, which I think almost all of them I will review. I will not review the TIE Striker because I don't have this set, but I will review the rest. And of course pictures of the rest. And one of them featuring our Krennic shuttle, and also of course a few others. Of course this weird Force Builder app, and the end of the entire shuttle that shows you how this thing looks in general. And there is why are there clone heads? I don't think you can see it very well, but it is clone head. Why did you give him a clone heads? It still so bothers me so much. So, and of course, the giant picture of the shuttle. So this was our review of the instructions book. And now to the review of the box. I'm sorry if it's a bit not in the best condition. Got a bit wrecked while in the shipping. Sorry about that. So let's get started. If we go in, there is the closed up version of the shuttle and the open up version. There we can see the minifigures that come in the set, which I already reviewed. This set is for ages 9 to 14. I'm 14, so I really think that I don't pass through the laws of Lego. Lego, you're not going to arrest me, are you? Thanks. And this is set 75156, and the name of the ship, Krennic's Imperial Shuttle, and 863 pieces, which shows how big this thing is. And to the back of the box, we have all the features of this build, which I reviewed already. And here it shows how huge this thing really is. 33 centimeters or 13 inches, 17 centimeters and 6.7 inches. And as I showed you all the things that this shuttle features, and of course this weird Force Builder app, whatever it is. And I don't know if there's anything to say about it. Oh, here we go. The back front. Again, the minifigures. And of course, Krennic here with the actual size. Oops. The side here, I do not know this language. I think it just says Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. And the evil Disney logo. For all of you Disney lovers, it's just a joke. And not really that much here. Again, Disney logo. And the huge Death Trooper picture that we get to see in all the new sets, not just Rogue One. I think this is a very nice box. So this was the box of the Krennic shuttle. And now to the extra pieces. There's not really that much exciting stuff going on. There is of course an extra spring-loaded shooter. I don't know, a few other pieces. you do have extra K2 arms, which is quite nice, and a pistol, a lever, and other stuff. I don't know, not really exciting. Maybe this red button, I don't know. There's not really that much to review about the extra pieces because the extra pieces are kind of boring. And why do I review them? Because I want to make a review of the whole thing. I never understood why there are extra pieces. I mean, yeah, if you lose some tiny pieces, then it could be very helpful. But I don't know. It is necessary. Just it's nice to have extras actually if you want to put them in other builds of yours. It's kind of nice. So this was the extra pieces. Okay, so this was the full review of the Krennic shuttle. Again, this is massive. It's the biggest build in the Rogue One wave, the first Rogue One wave in the fall. Okay, the price is $89.99 or just $90 minus 1 cent. Is this set worth $90? In my opinion, absolutely, yes. But if it's a bit pricey for you, I guess you can wait a few months until the price drops to like 80 or 75, but it will take a few months. So if you do have enough money and you think this is an awesome set and you're a bad guy and you're fans of bad guys, so I think you should definitely get this set. That's why I also got the Kylo Ren set, because it's a bad guy set. I always get sets with major villains and other villains or cool characters, and why are you doing this? It's really great. It also really looks accurate to the movie, the shuttle itself. The extra pieces are nice. Of course, you do get this thing. And I don't know what else is to say about that, except for what is my rating. I think I give this 9 out of 10. Why not 10? Well, Krennic, I do have teeny tiny problems with him, and there are really tiny problems with the actual shuttle, but I think I'm too mean taking off 1 point, so you know what, like I said with the shuttle, 9.5 out of 10. I just think it's a bit too evil. So yeah, that was it for today, guys. This was my first Rogue One review. I will be reviewing the other sets except for the TIE Striker. I mean, for now. I don't have the TIE Striker and I don't really want to get it. And so I'll see you next time and goodbye.